Hello, everyone. This is Tam, and welcome to Masterpiece Theater. Nah, just kidding. This is Tam. Welcome to I Know Sports Too. I'm coming at you again this week. Whoa, 2 videos in 1 week. That's a stretch. But it's cool. There's a lot to talk about because a lot is going on in sports. Um, First, I wanted to go ahead and get the stuff about the NFL playoffs that's coming up this weekend out the way. I have some picks, of course. My picks are, of course, the Giants and the Patriots. So I think it's going to be a '07 rematch in the Super Bowl, hopefully, and it should be entertaining because Tom has an extra grind with Eli. Eli has a point to prove that he's the better Manning. Um, what else is going on? There was a question that been brought up in my Facebook group. I put the link below so you guys can come on in and join us and have a sit down with us and chit chat and rant, whatever you want to do. We are a very lively group. It's based on the level of maturity and things of that nature. So, just come on and join us. I put the link below for the group and feel free to join. There was a comparison question that was pinned to Jordan. Someone is writing a book about Jordan, and Jordan stated allegedly that the only comparison to him would be Kobe Bryant. I don't know how sure I feel about that. I mean, as far as like killer instincts and egos, more than likely, that could be basically true. But far as pattern of their careers, because let's take in mind when Jordan first came to the Bulls, for the first few years they struggled. For the first few years they were not a winning team per se. And yeah, Jordan had help brought in, just like Kobe did. So basically they both couldn't win championships without help per se. But as far as killer instinct, I'll say they both have it. The comparison, that's true. But when I'm looking at building a small market up for a team and patterning the person's career, I have to go with more of Kevin Durant. This don't have anything to do with Durant shooting, his style of play, because his style of play is totally different from Jordan's. Because let's be real, Jordan didn't really master his outside shot until later on in his career. But when I look at Durant and how he went to Seattle first, and then Seattle, they moved to OKC, and he really took an irrelevant, very new market and made them relevant. And now they're, like the top team in the West. So, I mean, that's what I meant when I said that I look at Durant in more comparison to Jordan far as build up. Now, if Kevin can pack on 20 more pounds of muscle and go in the inside game more and take over the team like Jordan did, Durant would be more like Jordan. That's just my opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. I didn't mean it like style of game because, yes, some people in the group said his is more like George Gervin, or his pattern more after Ray Allen, or Kevin Durant's game is patterned more after those type of superstars rather than Jordan. That may be true, but I'm talking about as far as like career-wise, staying where you at, staying loyal to your team, and going on from there to build your own legacy in a whole different franchise, a practically new franchise, like I said before, and that's what I meant. So I want to explain that, get that out the way, so it won't be no confusion about what I said in the group as far as who's the comparisons. Also, congratulations to Russell Westbrook. He signed a 5-year extension with OKC with the Thunder, worth $80 million. I'm not sure how I feel about that. don't even know if I took about it. Someone said Russell Westbrook had a better game than Kevin Durant. And let me state this for the record. Just because somebody disagree with a sport, anything, sports, life, whatever, that I criticize what I see. When someone like Westbrook is taking more shots than the star, which is Durant, I have a problem with that. He's a point guard. He should be in double figures with assists. He shouldn't take more shots than Kevin. Bottom line, how many of y'all can say Kevin was like really, really streaky all the time? Or inconsistent all the time? I'll wait. So you shouldn't, that's what I see. So when Russell Westbrook signed the deal, a couple of people on Twitter was like, maybe the haters can shut up about Russell. I don't hate on him or whatever. And you got to admit, I wouldn't sign him that type of deal. You think his ego is inflated before. What you think it is now? But Russell, remember this. Your salary can always come off the books, buddy, and you could be traded. So enjoy. Okay. Shout out, this is another football story. Shout out to T.O. for signing with the Allen Wranglers. What is the IFL? Can somebody put that in the comments below and explain to me what the IFL is? Thank you. Thank you very much. In the deal, he has part ownership of the football team and things like that nature, and some incentives and things like that. This is when going broke is completely wrong. T.O. is 38. I guess he figured he won't come back in the NFL. Nobody will sign him, because if they want to sign him, they would have signed him before now. And I guess he figured, hey, I'm injured. Let me go try this. But I think after this, nobody's not going to take a chance on him in the NFL anymore. And someone stated that, look for these guys to give them their best shot. They're going to try to take him out. They're going to defend him hard because they got a point to prove, because they want to move up in the ranks. And you talking like 20 and 22-year-old young men going against a 30-year-old man. Now, don't get me wrong. T.O.'s in shape, but I don't think he can handle a lot of speed that these guys are bringing. But some of these guys are bigger and they're more rugged. Ask the honey badger. He's not big at all, but he's very, very rugged. Honey badger. Mathau from LSU. College basketball. Shout out to my Tar Heels. We bounced back. We played Virginia Tech. Great bounce back game. They really needed that. Harrison Barnes had a killer stake. And let me ask you, Harrison went in for the play. Harrison went to the rack. Someone fouled him, and he made a shot. And Harrison cursed with my belt. Don't be cursing like that in front of mom and mom. But I like your little meanness. Keep that up. If North Carolina can keep that up, the little level of meanness, but still be fair, playing the game and defend well, Final Four bound, baby. And that's something I'm looking forward to them, because they really took harsh criticism on how they lost to Florida State and the 14.2 second debacle. I'm not even going to go into that. It's not even worth it. Whatever. Also, well, I'm not going to shout them out, but Duke won. The North Carolina teams did well. Duke won, and also NC State. So shout out to the Wolfpack. Also, I got little tidbits that I would like to go over. A couple of news stories that I came across. The estate for Chris Henry, the deceased receiver from the Bengals, from the Cincinnati Bengals, that who died after falling off the back of a truck here in Charlotte a couple of years ago. Estate is suing the fiance's mother, and I guess it's like a wrongful death suit. I have to get back to me more on that, but I think this man had children with this woman, so kind of look out. I guess they're trying to call themselves kind of looking out for the kids' welfare or whatever. But I mean, stuff like this don't bring the person back. And if it was an argument between the two and he jumped on the back of the truck in a way that was on him, it was a freak accident. Just let him rest in peace, and let him rest in peace for his children's sake, so they can get a peace of mind because they're still young and they can kind of like get over this a little bit better. Also, Jerome Simpson, Cincinnati Bengals. God, Cincinnati people, can y'all stay in the news for something more than stuff off the field? Well, he's been indicted on drug charges. He could face up, I think, a minimum of 5 years. I'm not sure exactly what's the total, but good luck with that. I'm not really surprised about this story. When Jerome Simpson was at Coastal Carolina, he had a couple of run-ins with the law, so it is what it is. This is my thing. You don't make enough money already. You have to sit here and do illegal things. And I understand some people are like supporting whole families, but make some of them people go get a job. You don't have to go out of your character or get yourself into trouble or put your career in jeopardy just because you got to support your family member or whatever. Let them, hey, McDonald's hiring. Take your lazy butt there. What were you doing before your loved one signed a big contract or whatever? And I don't think he's getting paid that much to where he can support a big family. That might be another reason why it is what it is. I'm not going to say good luck on that, because if you did what you did, you deserve to go to jail. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm just going to say it like this. Stay flipping. Okay? The NBA last night, LeBron versus Kobe. The game was boring. I fell asleep on it about 3 or 4 times until I had to say, forget it. I started watching the Braxton Family Values and the Family Guy or whatever. I just didn't give it another ounce of my energy. Kobe was off, and you thought LeBron thought he was Jordan when Jordan had the game, when he came out to the game with the flu. So, but I see LeBron had his excuse ready, because if he didn't play well, I'd be like, well, I had the flu. But he played well, and Bosh, my thing about Miami, Bosh is going to be the X factor. It depends on what Bosh do, I think. I really, really wholeheartedly believe that. Also, my Celtics won the other night, thank goodness. We'll see how long it goes. They play Phoenix this evening, and we'll see what's what with that. And also, I think the Wizards beat the 76ers. That's okay, 76ers. Just keep doing what you do. You're still a good team, regardless. We have to sometimes we have to just take a minute. Excuse my dog, Diesel. He trying to be part of the video? Okay. And speaking of the Celtics, Danny Ainge. I have a message for you. You talked to the Boston Globe about the Big Three and how you be willing to trade and make adjustments for the future of the team. Why now? Aged veterans? Are you serious? These guys know they're older. They know they're long in the tooth as far as playing pro sports is concerned. You didn't have to, I stated the obvious. Was it for you to say? And if you want to make moves to bring, younger, like I told you, build around Rondo, you should have kept Perk. You should have kept Big Baby. You should have drafted more younger players or whatever. That's very disrespectful to 3 men that you put together. And the first year you put them together, they won you a championship and saved your job. Because they wanted you out of there. They wanted you out of there. They wanted Doc out of there. And Doc, yeah, I got something for you too. Why were you at the Duke game of no importance and you have a game tonight with your team, your job? I understand catch the red eye, black eye, whatever you need to catch. But why were you at the game? It's Wake Forest. Oh, Lord, just think if they do make it to the Final Four or further up in the playoffs in March Madness. Yeah, but Wake Forest, dude. Back to Ainge. These guys saved your job. These guys got the fans back on your side again. And everybody like, oh, Danny Ainge is this expert and da-da-da-da-da. You're not going to put a team together like that again. Because you know why? They're not veterans like Ray Allen anymore in the league. They're not veterans like Paul Pierce anymore in the league. They're not any veterans such as Kevin Garnett in the league that plays with the level of intensity and play old school ball, hard knock ball, and consistent ball like these three when they're not injured. But that was just very disrespectful. And as a fan, I was offended. You can take it for what it's worth. I'm just a little lady in North Cac. But for the people that pay to see them play, they are just as offended as we are. You could have said this after the season was over. You could have did this after All-Star break. You not even waiting. You like, you make me off now. I'm going to give you the farm and everything. Dude, don't do that to these guys. Because whether you think so or not, it does affect them. Okay? All right. Rant over. All right. I just had to get that out the way because it really made me angry when I read it. So, I'm done. But anyway, thank you for watching. Leave your comments below. Let me know. Submit questions. Please share my video. Please subscribe to my channel. There's more things to come. I'm going to try to do more videos, maybe 2 to 3 times a week. It depends on the level of sports news that's available. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Diva out. 1. And now we close out with Masterpiece Delta. Bye.